Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Immaculata Football. Welcome to UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. My name is Jacob Schmidt. We are here live at Hudson Catholic. We are over here at Lincoln Park. No, not the band, as your 3-2 Immaculata Spartans go and take on the 1-4 Hudson Catholic Hawks. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us today. The coin toss has already been done and commenced, so we're going to get started with play here momentarily. While we're doing that, we could go take a look at some of the team statistics here. You can see those records. Spartans lead handily in the rushing yard department, Hudson Catholic in the passing yard department. Both have a bit equal defense, and Immaculata has scored significantly scored a lot more points, but have allowed more than Hudson Catholic. So we're in for a bit of an interesting play so far, and we will listen in to the PA announcer and also listen in for the Pledge of Allegiance and the flag.
Such as taunting, trash talking, verbal or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion. Such behavior will result in being ejected from the game. All participants must respect the game. Inability to comply will cause you to lose the privilege of watching the game, and according to the NJSIAA, will result in a 2-game suspension. Tonight's officials are Steve Turner, Terry Shoebridge, Alex Perez, Jay Rosenfeld, Brian Newberry, Mark Rogers, Brian Smith, Anthony Robinson, and William Sutherland. We'd like to begin with our opening prayer. Father in heaven, we ask your blessings on the game we are about to play. Give each of us the courage to play the game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in the spirit of sportsmanship and with the respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in the game. Amen.
Saint John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Please stand for our national anthem. Hudson Catholic coaches are Tariq Montag, Darren Jones, Evan Rodriguez, Jabir Brinkley, Hugh Aaron, Darren Dyer, Isaiah Aponte, Richard Glover, and Terrence B., the head coach of the Hudson Catholic Hawks, Yasir Thomas.
And you heard it there, the opening prayer and national anthem commencing the start of this game. Hudson Catholic will be kicking it off to the Spartans. Like I said, Hudson Catholic, under new head coach Yasir Thomas, boasts a 1-4 record. Their lone win of the season coming at a 30-6 clip against Newark Colgate about a month ago today. And losses against Hanover Park, Hoboken, Newark Central, and Immaculata's next opponent, Schneider. And we're moments away from kickoff here as Hudson Catholic sends that one. Someone's got to pick it up. And that one deserves a replay. Let me tell you, what in the world did I just see there? Kicks off to the 40. Hits past the 50. But it lands a whopping 3 yards. Folks, I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that is something I've not seen. So we are off with a bang here as Immaculata starts in Hudson Catholic territory without returning the ball. I mean, just for reference, if that ball stayed across the 50, Hudson Catholic could have recovered that as an onside kick. Nonetheless, it is Spartans' ball, and Spilly hands that off to Salento, and he's wide open down the middle of the field. And he brings that one down all the way to the 15-yard line. We're getting the instant replays going early. Let's take a look at this one. As Spilly hands that off over to Salento, and absolutely untouched until it gets down to around the 15-yard line. Great field position starting off already for the Spartans. And I saw them running that play in pregame, so definitely wanted to get on top of that right away. Looks like we're going to have a flag of some sorts come in. False start on the Spartans. So one good play, one bad play. Now it's 1st and 15. It's a beautiful day here at Lincoln Park. It looks like now we're ready to go. Spilly hands it off to Salento once again. Same play. Salento busts through the right side, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, Immaculata. Brian Salento puts that one in. Immaculata runs the same play twice as Spilly hands a little misdirection to Salento, and once again is wide open. Coach Colombo must have saw something in the film this past week, because those last two plays were almost about as easy as you can get. And Mitch Carr is on to attempt the extra point for the Spartans. Clean snap, clean hold. That one's up and sent out into the street. 7-0 Spartans lead. 11 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. This is UCTV, and you are watching Spartans football.
Conversion is good. Immaculata 7, Hudson Catholic 0.
Welcome back here to UCTV as the Spartans are ready to kick it off to Hudson Catholic. 7-0 on a 3-play drive for them. A little pooch punt sent over, and Hudson Catholic on the return does not get very far with that one as they're taken down around the 30-yard line as a swarm of Spartans take it on over. We hardly had any time to get the Spartan offensive lineup on, so we'll get the defensive lineup. Jordan Harrison, Vito Mark Gleese, A.J. Gordon, C.J. Montgomery, Brian Salento, Dacier Spilly, Jaden Drake Murray, Micah Smith. Nick Stokes is out today with an injury. Quinn Hayden and Damian Mack. Tier 11 for the Spartans, and the first play of the game is about ready to go. So that one is handed up the middle for about a few yards. Hudson Catholic working quickly. The quarterback seems to be a freshman, number 10, Silas Roman, leading the charge for the Hawks. And it looks like they're going to get the Spartans on an encroachment there, and it's going to bring up 2nd and short. Quick pass out towards the right side, little tunnel screen, and a fantastic play there made by the Spartans. Saves what looked to potentially have been a lengthy run. Sear Golden on the catch. Hudson Catholic first down at their own 44-yard line, shotgun formation. Hands that one off the middle again. That one is brought down in the backfield by the Spartans. Looks like that was Jordan Harrison. 2nd and long coming up for the Hawks. Hawks are taking a bit more time with this one. So they're waiting in on the play. Full motion, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. That one's handed up the middle once again. Another good play by the Spartans, 3rd and long. I know it's only been a few plays so far, but Hudson Catholic shown some pretty standard play calling at the moment. The Spartans are looking for a 3rd down stop here. Hudson Catholic at their own 42-yard line. Hudson Catholic just eating clock over here. Roman in that shotgun, drops back, looks right, fires a deep ball over the right side. And almost a very good catch made over the right side, but that one's going to fall incomplete. And we're more likely than not going to see the punt team for Hudson Catholic come out on the field. That one's punted off cleanly over to the Spartans and fielded as a fair catch by Micah Smith. And they're going to take over around their own 27-yard line. While we'll do that, we'll take a quick look in at the offense for the Spartans today. Jamie Marion in at quarterback. Dacier Spilly and Jaden Drake Murray running the ball. As we noted, Nick Stokes is out. CJ Montgomery, Jordan Harrison, Quayle Harden, Luca Tadeo, Christian Tazi, Damian Mack, Quinn Hayden, and Noah Doss also out as well. As Spilly runs to the outside, to the right side, finds some open space across the 40, throwing guys everywhere. Gets himself down to midfield, looking like Derrick Henry out there with the big first down. Immaculata showing very good acumen to running the ball so far early on in this contest. Barely into their second drive, and they have gotten a whole chunk of yardage coming in across multiple plays. First and 10 for the Spartans from the middle of the field. Marin and Spilly in at the backfield. Direct snap to Spilly. Spilly goes left. And he's not as lucky on this one as he gets swallowed up at midfield for no gain. Second and 10 coming up for the Spartans. As Marin comes in from the sideline to deliver the play to his team. We've got a pretty decent crowd on hand for tonight, making the trip out on Saturday evening football. This is not college, this is high school, NJSIAA. As Spilly gets down to around the 45-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Little halfback cut. Gets into the second level of the linebackers, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Spartans. Third and 5 for the Spartans. Spilly and Marin in the backfield. Direct snapped over to Spilly. He cuts out wide outside right, fighting for that first down. Looks like he's going to end up just a touch short. Got about a 4th and 1 coming up. We'll see if they go for it. Seems like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. Marin coming in from the sideline to deliver the play. Overload right side. Marin, Spilly, Drake Murray in the backfield. Direct snap to Spilly. Spilly looking to find a hole. Taken back in the backfield. Cuts back out over midfield. Try to break a swarm of tackles, but Hudson Catholic gets it done and takes him down for an 8-yard loss. Down to the Spartan 49, and Hudson Catholic is going to take over just around midfield here.
Hudson Catholic takes over 1st and 10, just shy of midfield.
First and 10 for Roman and the Hawks. Gun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, being chased. And he's going to throw that one. Looks like it should be intentional grounding, but I'm not quite sure what the rules on that might be in this level, but might have been a receiver in the area. As that only takes off a few seconds off the clock, as we're sitting around 6.5 minutes in this first quarter. 2nd and 10 coming up. Gun formation once again, hands that up the middle, this time to Cox. And he's going to go for a couple-yard gain. Flag on the play. I've gotten insider information that it might be a face mask, so this might work out for Hudson Catholic after all. And it looks like they're pacing it as such. Hudson Catholic's going to take over 1st down right around the 36-yard line. Quick throw over to the right side. Another tunnel screen is cried. Trouble breaking tackles. And not much to come of that. 2nd and 10 coming up from the Spartans' 40-yard line. Roman and Cox in the backfield. Going across, Michael Cox. Gets crossed there.
Michael Cox on the
For
carry.
a decent gain.
Third and 4.
Handed off to Cox once again, and he's taken down huge by Drake Murray. 4th down coming up for the Hawks. Lynn drops back, throws over the right side. Was caught, but is eventually dropped, and the Spartans are going to take over on downs. That one was intended for Duran, and he can't come up with it. Also, folks, just want to make a quick mention on the quarterback situation. I mistakenly looked at NJ.com once again for roster advice. And I had failed to acknowledge until just now that there are 2 number 10s listed for the Hawks. But number 10 quarterback for Hudson Catholic tonight is, in fact, Leo Lynn, the senior. So, just a point of reference on that one. So first down for the Spartans. Sees Marin roll out left, throws across. He's got a man wide open over the left side. And that's a big play there for the Spartans. It was number 24, John McCabe, on the catch, rolling around left side. Quinn Hayden comes in from the sideline to deliver the play. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Spilly, Marin in the backfield. Marin hands off to Spilly. Spilly goes wide, tries to cut across, breaking a couple tackles, and he's going to get down to around the 41-yard line for a couple-yard gain.
Heavy on the tackle.
2nd and 7 for the Spartans. Marin, Spilly, and Jaden Drake in the backfield. Marin now under center. Little spin around to Salento. Salento guts through inside to the 30-yard line, and Brian Salento having himself a little bit of a day as he brings it for another Spartan first down. As we're inside the 3 minutes, Spartans are driving in Hudson Catholic territory.
First and 10, Immaculata from the Hawks 30.
Two running backs in the backfield for the Spartans once again. That one's handed off to Spilly. Spilly comes across and is just getting chunk yardage once again. Gets that down to around the 26-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. Spartans taking their time as we approach inside of 2 minutes. Direct snap, Jaden Drake Murray cutting around, firing himself up the middle inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Spartans. Marin hands it off to Drake Murray. Drake Murray firing himself forward, getting down to around the 5-yard line. Marin coming in from the sideline. Spartans had a tough last 2 weeks, losing both of their contests and dropping 3-2. Didn't really have a good offense nor defense, quite frankly, but they're doing pretty decent here. Spilly comes out to the left side, and he stopped for no gain. Third and goal from the 6-yard line coming up. We'll see what the Spartans got planned here. About 20 seconds and counting left in the second quarter. Direct snap to Spilly. Spilly up the middle, pushing forward right around the 2-yard line. And just, it's going to be stopped with forward progress. A yard or two away at best. That's going to be the end of the first quarter, and we're quickly moving on to the second quarter. Spartans are going to have a 4th and goal coming up with just a few feet to get to the end zone.
At the end of the first quarter, Immaculata Spartans 7, Hudson Catholic Hawks 0.
You got a flip, like. I'm gonna go down there.
Welcome back to UCTV. 4th and goal for the Spartans here down on the other side of the field. Marin, Spilly, and Jaden Drake in the backfield. Shoving it up the gut is Spilly, taken back down by the 5, and he's going to be stopped with forward progress. And Hudson Catholic making a vaulted stop at the goal line. Immaculata's gone for 4th down twice tonight and have gotten taken down with it. Great piece of defense by Hudson Catholic. Coach Thomas and his boys getting it done on the defensive side, and Hudson Catholic's going to have a long way to go to get some points here. As you can hear our field mic It's right in the end zone. You can see it. Just kind of perched on top of the goalpost there. So getting some insider talking on the field. We really like to keep you fully immersed in the action on UCTV here. As the sun is finally set, it's about to get a little bit darker here. Lights are on. 1st and 10 for Lynn. Hands that one off. Open space down the right side. Stiff arming, getting down to around the 30-yard line. And a great piece of running there for Hudson Catholic. Was number 1, Jameer Quinn Haskins on the run. The junior
1st and 10, Hudson Catholic.
for Hudson Catholic. Getting them out of dangerous territory by their end zone. Getting them out to their own 30-yard line. Lynn in the backfield, 2 running backs to his left and right. He's going to hand that one off wide to Cox. Cox. It's going to go nowhere for no gain. That's going to be 2nd down. A.J. Gordon coming up big on the stop there. Good shot on our sideline cam, as always, from our very own Serafina Rosati. 2nd and 12 coming up. And Lynn is going to get the Spartans to jump off sides. So now they're going to have 2nd and 7. That ball is going to be placed at the 39-yard line. Lynn throws across, intended for Golden. Just misses that one outside. 3rd and 7 coming up. Hudson Catholic in this drive has been using a 2 running back set as opposed to their prior drives. Running only 1 running back out there, but probably see this to be more of a passing situation here. As Lynn has got 1 running back to his left, 2 receivers to his right, putting 1 in motion across the left side. Lynn drops back, quick throw right over the middle of the field, and that one is incomplete. 4th and 7. Hudson Catholic special teams coming on. Looking like they're going to punt this one away to the Spartans. Looks like it's Tyson Tuinavai to punt it away, and he just gets that one off, sends it over to the right side of the field. Hits a Hudson Catholic player in the back. That one's going to roll dead right around the Spartans' 39-yard line. So Spartans looking to take over once again. 10 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter.
The Spartans take over at their own 39. 1st and 10.
First and 10 for the Spartans. They're going to get a couple yards at best. Salento on the carry.
minutes left in the half.
As we just take just under 10 minutes here. Spartans, 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 receiver out right. Spilly with the carry. Spinning around and only getting a couple yards there, as the Spartans are going to face a 3rd and 5 around their own 44-yard line. The Spartans started off their initial drive with 2 fantastic runs led by Brian Salento. And in the following quarter have hit a little bit of a brick wall on the offensive side. They've been driving good, but they just haven't been able to convert. And now they have another chance to convert here on a 3rd and 5. Spilly steps up. So that one's sent up the gut to Salento, a little bit of a reverse play. Brings that to midfield. Let's take a replay on that, folks. Tell me if you could follow along here. There's about 5 guys in the backfield, and they fake a handoff behind the QB and then give it to a little front-running running back coming up the right side and shooting it up the middle. That's just part of the wing T offense that Coach Colombo and his squad runs here. This was an offense he popularized in his first year here with the Spartans in 2018. And they've recently gone back to it in the last year or 2. So that one seemed to be a little bit of a broken play, and Marin just kind of dives forward for a couple yards as 2nd and 8 comes up. Spartans tried that little line shift change that we talk about all season for the first time there, and Hudson Catholic didn't bite whatsoever. So it seems like certain teams, whether they're disciplined or not, kind of have a wrap on that one. We'll see if they try to deploy it in future chances. But right now they have a 2nd and 9. Clock running. That one's direct snap to Spilly. Spilly goes out left. Spilly finds space over the middle, going out to the left side, coming across the 35. And Spilly, with a hard run there, gets the Spartans a 1st down and brings them over into Hawk territory. It looks like there's going to be a timeout from Hudson Catholic.
Timeout, Hudson Catholic.
7 minutes and 6 seconds remain in the 2nd quarter.
Immaculata takes over from their own 33.
And we'll give a quick shout out to the Unitas Caritas Foundation. In the meantime, started in 2018 by a proud group of Spartan alumni, the Unitas Caritas Foundation helps with various capital improvements within the school, works and does various things with the alumni program, and overall helps us stream and broadcast all this wonderful stuff to all you wonderful people watching at home. So if you'd like to support the brand, support the cause, support the program, please head on over to www.unitascaritas.com. Click and select the featured link, join the club today. All it takes is a $19.66 donation to help keep the Spartan tradition alive. Or one-time donations, completely acceptable, and we appreciate each and every one of you that both donate and also watch in on the stream. And don't forget, folks, with every new UC membership, a free tumbler is coming your way. So don't you forget that one. As Marin fakes the handoff, throws over to the right side. He's got an open man over the middle. Inside the red zone, he hits his tight end, John McCabe, once again over the middle for a good play. And the Spartans have another 1st down, driving in Hudson Catholic territory. First and 10 for the Spartans. Marin and Salento alone in the backfield. Direct snap to Salento. Salento goes out left, looking for space, tries to cut back inside. Not much there. He's going to go down around the 17-yard line. Gain of 1, if anything. And Spilly checks back in, coming in from the sideline. Micah Smith steps out, and Marin also coming in to bring the play. We're just ticking under the halfway mark of the second quarter here. Spartans are driving in Hudson Catholic territory once again, and the temperature has dropped about 12 degrees since the start of this first quarter to now. As the sun sets, it will get chilly here. That is just October football. Spilly up the middle. He gets down to around the 14-yard line. And the Spartans still have a little way to go here on third down. Got to get to the 9-yard line. Direct snap to Spilly. Spilly hands off, reverse counter to Salento. Salento firing himself towards the end zone. And it looks like they're going to mark him inside the 1. Oh, Salento almost had that one. We'll take a look at it once again. Salento on the reverse, firing himself forward, dragging the guy off his right ankle from the 5-yard line and just getting it inside the 1. If you had Brian Salento on a fantasy football team, you would be dismayed with that result. Drake Murray and Spilly in the backfield. Marin hands off to Drake Murray. Drake Murray fires himself up the gut for an easy Spartan touchdown. A little bit of a kind of like a David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibb action between those two guys there. And that's going to put the Spartan lead at 13-0. Mitch Carr on to attempt his second extra point of the night. Give the Spartan a 14-0 lead. Clean snap, clean hold, kick is up. And Money Mitch Carr is money on that one. 2 for 2 on extra points. 14-0 Spartans lead here at Lincoln Park. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And you are watching UCTV. Welcome back to UCTV as Mitch Carr and the Spartans get ready to kick it away to Hudson Catholic. And Carr hits a booming kick all the way down inside the 5-yard line. And that one is taken up the right side. And we got a hit stick right in front of the booth. Looks like that was number 48, Aiden Thompson, on the big hit. And that has Hudson Catholic starting their drive just around the 30-yard line.
Hudson Catholic takes over, 1st and 10.
Joined in the booth tonight by Hudson Catholics with Hudson Catholic sophomore Valerie Colasar.
Trips left. Lynn in the backfield. Lynn hands that one off towards the right side. They're coming right towards the booth. And a big play there. It's made by number 11, Gavin Lewis of the Spartans. Bringing them down for a couple-yard gain. Getting some good action around the booth here tonight. Let's make it a little bit easier to call, gotta say. As Lynn and Golden are in the backfield for the Hawks. Lynn drops back, looks left, immediately hit up the middle. Somebody loses a shoe. It's like that was Mark Gleese. The swarm of Spartans come right up the middle and put an insurmountable amount of pressure on Lynn. And a quick 3rd and long coming up for the Hawks. Trips left, out wide to the boundary for the Hawks. Lynn hands it off towards the right side. And a hard run there by Quinn Haskins. Gets a 1st down for the Hawks. I know this is one of those things that goes without saying, but the Spartans, I'm sure, would really love to get a defensive stop here and go into halftime without allowing any points and holding on to that 2-score lead. But, you know, you already know that. As the Hawks trips left, bunch set of wide receivers out left. One running back in the backfield, Quinn Haskins with quarterback Lynn. Lynn hands that off to Quinn Haskins. Quinn Haskins up the middle, makes a couple moves, fighting off a bunch of Spartans. Gets himself across the 40-yard line for a quality gain. 2nd and short coming up. Getting right around the 3-minute mark here, the 2nd quarter. Hudson Catholic on a little bit of a drive. Getting close to midfield. Bunch set tight left. Lynn pitches it out to Quinn Haskins. Ball's on the ground. And we'll take a look at that one again. It looked very much like a fumble to me. I mean, that was pretty much a designed pitch play. Let's take a look again. Yeah, they immediately ruled that in. They immediately ruled that an incomplete. Yeah, we put it on the replay. We took a look at it. I mean, it was hard to tell from the angle, but I mean, that was very much a designed pitch run. So it is what it is. 3rd and 1 for the Hawks. We'll see if that play matters. We'll see if that play matters on this drive. But the clock is running, but they ruled it an incomplete pass, so the clock shouldn't be running. I might be the only one I might be the only one here that knows that, but I don't think anyone's saying anything about it. And Lynn goes under the middle, fires himself forward. We'll see where they mark that. It looks like they're going to give the 1st down to the Hawks.
1st and 10, Hudson Catholic.
Time is clicking off the clock, and believe me, if I was the Hawks, I would have asked for some more time on the clock because the clock absolutely should have been stopped on that last play. There's just no doubt about that. As Lynn drops back, fires a deep one over the right side. Is that one picked off? Looks like that one's picked off by Quinn Hayden. Let's see if we got the replay in time to take a look at that one. I was too busy talking about the clock. Let's take a look at that. Lynn drops back, looking over the right side, and I don't know where he was throwing that back. Quinn makes a diving catch over the middle, like an outfielder, playoff baseball. And now Immaculata has a chance to score with 1 minute and 21 seconds. And you know what? Hindsight is 20/20, but now all that time that was wasted, for whatever reason, it now comes into play for the Spartans. So it did, in fact, matter for them. And we know how the Spartans operate under a short time in the first half. They were not so successful doing it against Waquaic, so we'll see if they have a little bit 2-minute drill in them now. As he puts Spilly in motion. One running back in the backfield. Marin drops back, surveys, looking right, throws over the middle. He's got Quinn over the middle. He makes a move. He's coming down the left side. Throws through multiple people. They're down. Quinn's gone inside the 10. Touchdown, Immaculata. And Quinn Hayden has thrown up the signs. One play, one score. And the Spartans are on the board once again. As Quinn Hayden waltzes himself in the end zone for something easy. And Immaculata quickly on the board, 20-0. Great connection between Marin and Quinn. Mitch Carr is on to attempt the extra point. Clean snap, clean hold. That one was not as money, but it was money enough. Money Mitch Carr, 3 for 3 on the night. Gives the Spartans a 21-0 lead here in the second quarter. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. You are watching UC TV. Welcome back to UC TV. As Mitch Carr sends us away towards the Hawks. Pooch punt recovered around the 30-yard line by the Hawks. And Hudson Catholic is going to get that down close to around their 40-yard line. They're going to have 1 minute and 4 seconds left to make something happen here.
Hudson Catholic takes over at the 40. 1 minute and 4 left in the half.
Leo Lynn, the senior quarterback for the Hawks, in shotgun formation there. Fresh off throwing an interception, which led to a one-play, 7-point drive for the Spartans. He's going to look for his redemption, trying to bring his team down the field. As he sends a man in motion. Lynn drops back, looking around, throws a deep ball over the middle field. He's got a wide open man just out of the reach of Nasir Golden. Oh boy, that one could have been ugly for the Spartans. But they luck out as Lynn just throws it out of the hands of Golden. Now they're going to have 2nd and 10 coming up. 58 seconds left to play. We got a whistle. Listen in here. There's been a surprising lack of theatrics or nonsense that has gone on in this game so far, and you know, I know I'm probably coming for an inevitable jinx by saying that, but I'm feeling confident. And just as I say that, the scoreboard has gone out. I'm not even joking. Quick pass over to Golden. Golden's got space. Golden Gets across the 45-yard line. That's first down. I'm not even joking you. We're running the clock. We're running the scoreboard on our own here, as you see at the bottom, but the score clock on the field literally went black as soon as I said that there was no theatrics. It's uncanny. As Lynn drops back, fires a deep ball over the middle. He outthrows his receiver by about 5 yards. And Hudson Catholic is going to have 2nd and 10 coming up with around 36 seconds left to play. You know, I said in the prior drive the Spartans would love to get out of here with a 2-score lead. And in a fate twist of events off the Quinn Hayden interception, Immaculata could potentially go into the halftime locker room with a 3-possession lead. As Lynn has 1 man in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right. Lynn looking right, throws a quick ball over left. That one's picked off by the Spartans. Salento's coming down the right side. He's just got Lynn to beat. Lynn can't catch him, and Salento is in the end zone. Forget a 3-score lead, folks. How about a 4-score lead? Pick 6 for the Spartans. And they're up big time here in Newark. My goodness. Let's take a look at the instant replay. It's probably just going to be him celebrating in the end zone with the boys. But how about it? Brian Salento coming up huge. And let's talk about the Spartan defensive line for a second. They've been applying pressure on Lynn all night, which has forced him to make some not-so-great throws. And in 2 possessions, they've picked him off twice, 2nd of which going for 6. As Mitch Carr on to attempt the extra point. 4th one of the night. Clean snap, clean hold. Sends that one into the gloaming of the sky. And Immaculata taking a commanding 28-0 lead here with 24 seconds left to go at Lincoln Park here on UCTV. Welcome back to UCTV as Mitch Carr kicks that one away towards the Hawks. And they're going to get down to around their own 38-yard line. 20 seconds left to go. And Lynn comes out for the Hawks once again. And look, folks, playing quarterback at any level is not easy by any means. So it's just one of those things where you come out, you have 2 bad, subjectively or maybe objectively, bad drives, both of which end up in a score. What do you do at this point, right? 20 seconds left. You just kneel it, go into halftime, and figure it out, or you just air one out. I mean, quite frankly, I'd think at this rate, you just want to air one out. But Hudson Catholic decides against that one. You're just going to kneel that one out, sit on this first half, and see if they can make an adjustment. As the seconds wane off here in the first half, Immaculata has a 28-0 lead over Hudson Catholic.
That's the end of the first half. Immaculata Spartans 28, Hudson Catholic Hawks 0.
Well, folks, that is the end of the first half here for the Spartans. They lead 28-0, and I believe they will be getting the ball back at halftime. So, also no band here tonight for us or anyone else. So we'll just run through some stuff real quick. Make sure for the USA Football Heart of a Giant, we have a 2025 nominee, defensive lineman for the Spartans, Vito Markagleese, being one of our nominees. Finalists will receive a $1,000 equipment grant for the high school, and one grand prize winner will receive an additional $9,000 in equipment for the program. So make sure to support our boys here at Immaculata and go vote for our very own Vito Markagleese. Head on over to usafootball.com/heartofagiant and cast your vote. You have a week to do it, or you could scan the QR code as you see on your screen. So we'll swing it back in the booth real quick before we head on over to half. Good all the way through the Spartans. Offense and defense, quality for both. And I mean, the scoreboard says so, right? They're up 4 scores to nothing, and they've blanked them. And, you know, on top of an interception, some long runs, Immaculata's really been playing their game the last 24 minutes. So we'll see what they got going on in the second half, and we will join you then. But in the meantime, please enjoy a little heartwarming video about Immaculata and all it has to offer. So stay tuned for this one, folks.
Dear Mom and Dad.
Dear Mom and Dad.
Dear Mom.
Dear Mom and Dad.
Dear Mom and Dad.
Dear Mom and Dad.
Thank you for sending me to Immaculata.
Thank you for transferring me to Immaculata.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to attend Immaculata.
Thank you for sending me to Immaculata.
Thank you for transferring me to Immaculata.
Thank you for letting me come to Immaculata.
I know I don't say it enough, but the decision to send me to Immaculata has truly changed my life.
I know the decision wasn't easy, with challenges like the distance, the financial commitment, transitioning from public to private school, and not knowing anyone when I started. Despite all of that, you made it happen.
Although it was a scary transition coming in so late as a junior,
I was met with members of administration who showed me exactly what the culture of Immaculata High School is centered around. Now, as I walk around, greeted with signs instilling the values of this school, faith, scholarship, service, and friendship, I know that we made the right choice.
The opportunities that have been provided to me here are unique from any other school.
I've been able to grow spiritually and academically in a tight-knit community. All of the teachers and staff here are rooting for me, pushing me to become the best version of myself.
Immaculata caters to my interests and aspirations, providing me with classes and extracurriculars to challenge me and help me excel. I was invited to join the Marian Scholars Program, a research program that encouraged me to pursue and research my interests.
Thank you for transferring me to a place where students are a reflection of how Immaculata creates fine young men and women. Teachers greeted me by name and were eager to help with anything I needed. And soon I found myself saying hello to people all over the school.
Immaculata's campus ministry has allowed me to serve the community for the better.
The service opportunities here are endless. Being able to help people has been incredibly rewarding.
Through campus ministry, monthly mass, and confession, I can truly say that since coming to Immaculata, I've grown stronger in my faith.
The plethora of extracurriculars have allowed me to find my passions and get involved. Immaculata also gave me the opportunity to explore interests I didn't know I had, including performing arts and service. These last 3 years have been amazing. I've been able to play 3 varsity sports, volleyball, basketball, and softball, while also pushing myself in the classroom through the Marian Scholars Program.
Coming to Immaculata has enabled me to try new things, such as football, track and field, and becoming a part of the music department, as well as being a member of the Marian Scholar Honor Program.
As a senior, I can look back on all I've accomplished with pride, being part of the Monsignor Kelly Leadership Initiative as a peer leader, running indoor track and field, contributing to the Black Student Union as an officer, and playing on the varsity baseball team, and so much more.
The new opportunities that Immaculata has given me and will continue to give me during my next 2 years is all because of you guys, and for that, words can never describe how truly thankful I am.
Immaculata has become so much more than a school to me. It is my family.
At Immaculata, I've found a supportive community that encourages me to step out of my comfort zone and become the best version of myself.
It's hard to believe I've only been here a short time because it already feels like I've been a part of this community for years.
Being a part of all of these extracurricular activities has been so rewarding.
Immaculata has been an experience I will never forget, with lifelong friends and relationships that wouldn't be possible without you guys.
I know how much Immaculata has meant to our family, and I am so grateful to be a part of it.
You've always loved seeing me pursue my passions, and I can't thank you enough for making that possible.
You've done a lot of great things for me, and I can say that one of my favorite things that you've done for me is letting me go here.
Thank you so much for sending me here. I love you. Love, James.
I love you both so much. Love, Caroline.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Love, Riley.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sending me to Immaculata. Love, Syra.
I love you, Mom. Love, Jaden.
I love you both. Love, Lila. I'm forever grateful, and thank you so much. Love, Kiara.
Dear Mom and Dad,
Dear Mom and Dad,
Dear Mom,
Dear Mom and Dad,
Dear Mom and Dad,
Dear Mom and Dad,
thank you for sending me to Immaculata.
thank you for transferring me to Immaculata.
thank you for giving me the opportunity to attend Immaculata.
thank you for sending me to Immaculata.
thank you for transferring me to Immaculata.
Thank you for letting me come to Immaculata.
I know I don't say it enough, but the decision to send me to Immaculata has truly changed my life.
I know the decision wasn't easy, with challenges like the distance, the financial commitment, transitioning from public to private school, and not knowing anyone when I started. Despite all of that, you made it happen.
Although it was a scary transition coming in so late as a junior,
I was met with members of administration who showed me exactly what the culture of Immaculata High School is centered around. Now, as I walk around, greeted with signs instilling the values of this school, faith, scholarship, service, and friendship, I know that we made the right choice.
The opportunities that have been provided to me here are unique from any other school.
I've been able to grow spiritually and academically in a tight-knit community. All of the teachers and staff here are rooting for me, pushing me to become the best version of myself.
Immaculata caters to my interests and aspirations, providing me with classes and extracurriculars to challenge me and help me excel. I was invited to join the Marian Scholars Program, a research program that encouraged me to pursue and research my interests.
Thank you for transferring me to a place where students are a reflection of how Immaculata creates fine young men and women. Teachers greeted me by name and were eager to help with anything I needed, and soon I found myself saying hello to people all over the school.
Immaculata's campus ministry has allowed me to serve the community for the better.
The service opportunities here are endless. Being able to help people has been incredibly rewarding.
Through campus ministry, monthly mass, and confession, I can truly say that since coming to Immaculata, I've grown stronger in my faith.
The plethora of extracurriculars have allowed me to find my passions and get involved. Immaculata also gave me the opportunity to explore interests I didn't know I had, including performing arts and service.
These last 3 years have been amazing. I've been able to play 3 varsity sports, volleyball, basketball, and softball, while also pushing myself in the classroom through the Marian Scholars Program.
Coming to Immaculata has enabled me to try new things, such as football, track and field, and becoming a part of the music department, as well as being a member of the Marian Scholar Honor Program.
As a senior, I can look back on all I've accomplished with pride, being part of the Monsignor Kelly Leadership Initiative as a peer leader, running indoor track and field, contributing to the Black Student Union as an officer, and playing on the varsity baseball team, and so much more.
The new opportunities that Immaculata has given me and will continue to give me during my next 2 years is all because of you guys, and for that, words can never describe how truly thankful I am.
Immaculata has become so much more than a school to me. It is my family.
At Immaculata, I've found a supportive community that encourages me to step out of my comfort zone and become the best version of myself.
It's hard to believe I've only been here a short time because it already feels like I've been a part of this community for years.
Being a part of all of these extracurricular activities has been so rewarding.
Immaculata has been an experience I will never forget, with lifelong friends and relationships that wouldn't be possible without you guys.
I know how much Immaculata has meant to our family, and I am so grateful to be a part of it.
You've always loved seeing me pursue my passions, and I can't thank you enough for making that possible.
You've done a lot of great things for me, and I can say that one of my favorite things that you've done for me is letting me go here.
Thank you so much for sending me here. I love you. Love, James.
I love you both so much. Love, Caroline.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Love, Riley.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sending me to Immaculata. Love, Syra.
I love you, Mom. Love, Jaden.
I love you both. Love, Lila. I'm forever grateful and thank you so much. Love, Kiara.
Welcome back to UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. We are joined in the booth by our very own Rob Helwig. Rob, how's it going right now?
28-0. I have to go with fantastic.
Well, you know what's also fantastic? The one bite review thing that we unironically coined last season has met its maker with what I think might be one of the most interesting pieces of food we have in the booth. The Hudson Catholic cheerleaders were selling empanadas over there, $2.50 a piece. We got beef and chicken. So,
all right,
you know, as is the tradition, we're gonna break it open here. So we'll see what I got here first. Looking like I got the beef.
Beef, okay.
Now off the rip, I gotta say it looks pretty good. It smells pretty good. I think they made them before the game, so it's a little cold. That might affect the rating a little, but
100%.
We're gonna let it go. We're gonna see how it tastes. So,
all right,
you know, we'll cheers it up here.
Cheers.
We'll see how it goes. We'll go with that.
All right, biting in. I'm not hearing much of a snap. Little soft. Oh, would you look at this, Jacob? Mine's already half eaten. How'd that happen?
What, you get that one from the bargain bin?
All right, let's see. This is also beef, and let's see. The ones that are 2 for $5 must be half eaten. I don't know.
Well, I would say from a value perspective, if you're pretty hungry, this one definitely is worth it. Now, let me tell you, we've had some interesting things in the booth. You know, Chick-fil-A sandwich is always a goated option when you think about it at home at Torpy. I had a hamburger at Wequahic. Not high on the Richter scale, folks, let me tell you. This one, there is, I would say internally, very good flavor.
Very good
soft.
flavor. It's
the
got
crust
a little
is good.
spice to it. Yep.
Yeah, you see this here on the edge here, we get a little bit of a crunch. So we have a little bit of a soft and a little bit of a hard. So I think it's a bit of all-encompassing. You know, like we said, it's a bit cold, but you know, can't let that affect the score. So as far as price goes, as far as taste goes, I think it's pretty solid. You know, I would say this might be in the 8 territory if it was warm and steaming.
Yep.
But it's not.
Well,
So I'm going to have to go with the 7.8 on this one for sure.
7.8. I'll tell you, and you know, Jacob, as far as in a park with no ability to cook, eat, or anything, right? I have to say they did a pretty good job here, and seasoning's good. Like you said, the snap on the edge, very good.
Yeah.
One bite.
I got
Final bite. All right.
someone gave me 2 beef here instead of 1 chicken, so
So let's see what we got here. I'm going to give it. Now, this is on the at a football game scale.
okay.
All right. I'm going to give it an 8.4. 8.4. Seasoning was good. Snap was good. On the crust, 8.4.
Now, would that rating have adjusted depending on the temperature, or were you already adjusting that into the factor?
I was adjusting that in. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, listen,
Okay.
if it was coming right off a food truck and it was cold,
Yeah.
no,
Fair.
no way.
Absolutely.
All right. But
Yeah.
what they have to work with here tonight, 8.4.
Well, looks like we're about ready for the start of the second half, so that does it for our silly bit in the booth, the One Bite review. Empanadas, so if you live in Hudson Catholic and you're looking for some cheap empanadas, come see a game at Lincoln Park.
2 for $5, beef or chicken.
Thanks for joining us, Rob.
Thanks for having me,
I know you
Jacob.
got to go back and do your thing.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm gonna mute until we get started and see if I can wallop down this empanada before Mitch Carr kicks us off towards the Hawks.
Third quarter.
And the start of the second half with Mitch Carr sending it away. Ball is still on the floor. I don't know why he's letting it go. It's a live ball. I don't know who's on it. Hudson Catholic almost makes a terrible mistake on the opening kickoff. They're letting that go like a punt, but you got to field that on a kickoff. Nonetheless, though, Hudson Catholic comes up with the ball. And they're going to start at around their own 20-yard line. Hope you liked that little one-bite review we had there for you folks. You know, sometimes you just got to pass the time, eat a little food. You know, I had lunch before I got here, but, I mean, I got here pretty early. They'd be calling me Sinatra and all this stuff, but I made it here early, let me tell you. First play for Hudson Catholic. This little run over to the right side for about a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up here. It's a pretty good empanada, I can't lie. Second and 9 coming up. 3 receivers out left. Handed up the middle. The Spartans are going to look to make the Hawks go 3 and out as they face a 3rd and 9. Michael Cox on the carry. Two receivers out left, one out right. One running back in the backfield. Dropping back, throwing over. That one's incomplete. And late theatrics on the field by Hudson Catholic. A little anger and frustration coming out. No flag there, but that was completely unnecessary by the Hawks. 4th and 9 coming up. Looks like they're going to punt this one away. And Micah Smith is back deep to receive. And that one's sent away. Not too far, and Hudson Catholic's going to down that in their own territory, and the Spartans are going to have good position once again. First and 10 for the Spartans. Marin in the backfield alongside Spilly. Marin looks right, throws across. He hit Drake Murray in the hands, but just could not complete that pass. Second down coming up. Second and 10 for the Spartans. Marin hands that up. Jaden Drake Murray's wide open down the field. Inside the 10. He's got one man to beat, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Let's take a look at that one once again. Little bit of misdirection. Great blocks on the right side, and Jaden Drake Murray gets deep into the second level. Fires himself into the end zone. Immaculata is starting to make this one a bit of a rout. We have an injured player down on the sideline area for Hudson Catholic. So we're going to step away real quick, bring you the extra point when that's taken care of. Welcome back to UCTV as Mitch Carr is on to attempt the extra point. And Money Mitch Carr sends that in deep into the night sky, gives the Spartans a 35-0 lead. Immaculata really putting on a wonderful, all-encapsulating performance after a not-so-stellar performance in the last 2 weeks. And we may or may not be at running clock. Not sure. We'll see for sure. But we got 10 minutes and 32 seconds left in this third quarter. Immaculata is going to get ready to kick this one away. Mitch Carr sends that one deep and just sits in the end zone. He's about 2 yards from, I mean, that is sitting right on the end zone line, folks. A couple yards shorter, and that would have been a very, very good kick. Looks like running clock is on as the clock ticks down below 10 minutes. It's usually something that's done in an event like this where a team is up a considerable sum. Immaculata being at 35-0 makes it a 5-score game currently. First and 10 for the Hawks. They hand that one off up the middle and just gets about to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looks like Hudson Catholic has a bit of a quarterback change. Can't tell who that is exactly in yet. Looks like it's number 12 junior quarterback Zion Fairley. New quarterback for the Hawks. Drops back, he's going to run it himself. And he's taken down at the line of scrimmage once again. 3rd and 9 coming up. Looks like we may have a player injured for Hudson Catholic. And both teams are going to head on over to their sidelines. While we're doing this, we can take another quick look at the schedule for the year. Folks, is time going by as quickly as you? This is now the 3rd month of Spartan football. Played in August, September, and now we're in October. I can tell you the weather's been nice for all of them so far. Is that a jinx? Maybe. I don't know. I hope not. We'll see. I'm under a tent, so does it really matter? For me? Nah, not really. And the suit's warm. But they're going to be at Snyder next Friday night, so I guess you could call this a shortened week for the Spartans. They're going to have six days for their next game. This is a one-and-done Saturday night fiesta over here for the Spartans. Hudson Catholic is going to have a false start. It's going to kick them back to 3rd and 14. But Spartans go back on the road next week. They're only back-to-back away games. And then they have home, away, and home. Last game being Halloween Friday night. And that will be probably pertinent to playoff formatting, as Hudson Catholic rolls over to the right side. Fairley just throws that one over into his sideline. And 4th and 14 comes up. And they're going to punt it away. Now, barring anything ridiculous, and even though I preface it pretty much every single time and something does ridiculous happen, this clock will continue to run, and this quarter will go by quicker than you would expect, or this half even. Hudson Catholic back to punt. That one's sent over towards the right side of the field. Micah Smith is going to return it. Break through a couple guys. Littering, going around, going inside. And taken down around the 20-yard line. So another short field for the Spartans. And they have a chance to really pour it on and get up into the 40-yard mark. 40-point mark, rather. Immaculata in their first few games, their first 3 games, were averaging close to 50 points a game. Scored 45 each against Kellenberg and Petty, and then put up 56 for St. Francis. In the last 2 games did not prove to be as wonderful as Immaculata springs ahead forward, gets a nice chunky yardage there. 2nd and 4 coming up. They averaged close to 50 points their first 3 games, and in the last 2 weeks, their last 2 losses, they scored 20 and 17 respectively. Even in the games that they won, they were giving up 30, 33, 14, which isn't terrible, and in the losses they gave up 38 and 26. So the Immaculata defense has not seen anything like this, this type of output so far. As there's another player injured down on the field, which makes the clock stop. So, you know, someone's got to keep track of what I say, because it's just unbelievable. We've talked about joining the UC club, and you've seen this ad pop up every once in a while, and I like to throw it up because, I mean, look, it's not about throwing you cheap gifts, but that tumbler, I got an Immaculata Football one and a Unitas Caritas one from our very own Rob Hellwig. I actually made a point that I was going to use the Unitas Caritas mug to drink out of in the booth. Water, of course. But I forgot. So, you know, it is what it is. But they're very nice. And, you know, whether a kind gesture soothes your soul already, a free tumbler that you can put your morning coffee in the morning just adds an extra layer of benevolence to it. As Spilly goes all the way to the outside and goes down right around the 6-yard line, giving the Spartans a first down, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. And unfortunately, another Hudson Catholic player is down on the field, and the clock has stopped right at 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm running out of things to put up on the screen. Can't lie. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter. Folks, I'm running out of things to say here. I'm trying my best. Believe me. But I will say that I personally, you know, this is a little heart to heart between you and me. I personally think that this stream, this broadcast has gone overwhelmingly well. Part and parcel because the Spartans have been playing good football. But also, I think the new score bug that we have at the bottom is very clean. I think we've had a lot of good camera shots. Quinn Hayden, good shot. A Spilly tries to drive forward and is stopped for no gain. Second and goal. Yeah. I think there's a lot of pauses. I think we got a lot of good stuff in. We had a new intro video that we played that looked really nice. We had the Spartan video at halftime that we filmed last year with some Spartan athletes. And I mean, look, the Empanada review was big. It was big for the brand, gotta say. As Immaculata is dorming on the goal line. As that one's handed off to Salento. Salento cuts inside. And he fires himself into the end zone for another touchdown. Sorry to not sound as enthusiastic as the other calls, Brian, but it's just become commonplace for Brian Salento to find the back of the end zone this year. That kicks Immaculata up to a 41-0 lead. And Mitch Carr is going to engagement farm another extra point here. Clean snap, clean hold. He puts that one through. 6 for 6 on extra points on the night for Mitch Carr. And Immaculata is up 42-0.
Extra point is good. Spartans 42, 10 Catholic 0.
Immaculata gets ready to kick it away to Hudson Catholic. Mitch Carr really getting some exercise on that right leg. Gets that one down the right side. Hudson Catholic on the return, coming up the 10-yard line. And taken down around the 20-yard line.
Hudson Catholic takes over for 19. Just about a minute left in the third quarter.
And you heard it there first, folks. This clock is waning down inside of a minute. We're about ready to end the third quarter. Hudson Catholic starts over from the right hash. Seems like Immaculata has most of their starting defense in still. That one's handed up off the middle and stopped for no gain. Probably going to see this one roll on over into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that's the end of 3 here at Lincoln Park. Spartans 42-0. And to be quite frank, this might merely be a coronation walk for the Spartans in this final quarter. Second and 11 for the Hawks. Trips right. One running back to the right. They're going to try a little reverse end around. Getting wide out to the field to the left side. Another good stop there by the Spartans. Only allows the Hawks to get a few yard gain. Third and 6 coming up. Fairley back at quarterback, one running back to his right, two receivers to the left, one to the right. Fairley hands that one up the middle. And a few yards gain there, but well short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. Folks, I'm going to say something again, all right? So don't be surprised if it happens, but I have hardly seen any penalty flags thrown tonight. I'm calling it, you know. So I got to get it right eventually, okay? I don't foresee a penalty flag anytime soon. I don't think that'll be flying. I'm pretty confident. I mean, you got to think about it. What do you need a penalty for right now, right? The game is what it is at this point. So, that's my call of the day. All right, no more penalties. I believe in it. It's Hudson Catholic kicks that one off towards the middle of the field. Immaculata's going to let that one go. Hudson Catholic is going to down it at around the 45-yard line, and we have some support dropping in on the microphone. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jacob. I figured 42-0. You could use some help, a little something extra to talk about.
I mean, Rob, you don't understand. I was going on a Vin Scully soliloquy over here. I mean, you know, it's tough, man. It's just one of those things. It is what it is.
Well, the true professional that you are, I'm sure you were able to dig deep and pull out something for the people at home.
Speaking of digging deep, the Spartans, you know, were able to dig pretty deep, coming off 2 consecutive weeks of losses and, quite frankly, painful occurrences. But, you know, this has definitely been a page to turn and a tide to turn, as Immaculata has most of their secondary guys in, getting them a little bit of varsity time.
Yeah, it's good to see some of these younger kids getting some time. And this is kind of exactly what we needed to kind of reset a little bit going into the home stretch of the season.
Yeah.
So it's good to see.
Home stretch, but not at home, as next week they
Yes.
are at Snyder, and it's their only back-to-back away games of the season. And Schneider is no soft opponent either, as Almeida's on the keeper going down the left side.
Bo Almeida.
He's wide open inside the 10, and Bo knows. Bo's going to score, send that one in the back of the end zone for the Spartans. And, I mean, Rob, the Spartans are just having fun out here at this point, right?
Yeah. It's great to see everybody getting involved. That was a great run by Bo. He had a nice little run earlier in the third quarter to set up that last touchdown.
That's what the game is all about, you know. Sports are a love-hate relationship. You know, there's the good times and the bad times, and you know, this is definitely one of those nights you want to relish. Although they might not want to relish in leaving an empty man out on the field. But I was saying earlier that Mitch Carr really had his work cut out for him tonight, as he attempts his 7th extra point of the night. That one's put up, splits the uprights cleanly, and Immaculata leads 49-0. And that clock is just ticking along.
It is 3 seconds at a time, apparently.
Yeah. There's something about the scoreboards up here that are, you know,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But I mean the timer on that scoreboard is just counting down this whole way, like my microwave's gonna look like when I come home and eat the leftovers for dinner. Right. So.
And you know, Jacob, I'm hearing from some of the viewers who they were calling me an amateur for giving a empanada at a football field an 8-4.
Honestly, Rob, I can't lie. I really think that's a fair criticism. You know, I understand you want to put in some barriers about this and that, but
yeah, you're right. I think we got to keep it on a pure scale, right? Or else the number doesn't mean anything. So
I mean, quite frankly, with the temperature of the empanada, the 7-8 was a bit of a bit of a boosted score. But I knew in my heart and in my soul and in my mind that at the current state of what it was, it was no way an 8. But it was flavorful. I can't go wrong with that.
It was. The flavor was an 8.
Yeah. I'd rather a cold empanada than a warm, you know, average burger at Waquake.
And a nice little return by Hudson Catholic, going to bring it back to the 30, looks like about 33-yard line.
Yeah, we could talk all this stuff about Immaculata. Immaculata has already written the story on this chapter. And for Hudson Catholic, this is one of those games where you just got to see it through and, you know, see if you could build some sort of momentum or do something at the end here to put you in the right mindset for the next game. You know, they don't face no bad competition either, as they play teams like Snyder and Morris Catholic and Bayonne. You know, there's some quality schools up in this northern part. As they're going to drop back, look to throw, step up in the pocket, running space over to the left side. And close to a first down, if not one there for Fairley.
Yeah, it looks like, well, let's see, they're going to give it to him, I think. No, maybe a yard short, Jacob.
2nd and inches coming up for Hudson Catholic. They've yet to be blanked on the year. The lowest amount of points they scored in a single game was 18. So I think it shows something about Immaculata that they were able to essentially pitch a shutout. You know, not to speak too soon.
Oh, nice hit there, number 16.
Big hit there for the Spartans.
I could be wrong.
Yep, that's sophomore number 16, Mike Haynes for the Spartans. That's one to put on the highlight tape, young man. As we're waiting down to about 3.5 minutes left to go here at Lincoln Park. Rob, every time I've said Lincoln Park.
I was just going to say, not to be confused. But.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I've well versed that one into the meta here.
I'm sure.
Fairley rolls right. Looks like a direct snap all the way. Rushing across midfield as we taken down the Spartan 45-yard line as we tick under 3 minutes. You know, Immaculata really putting on a show tonight despite missing a couple of their key players. notably guys like Nick Stokes, who's out for the second game, I believe, this season in a row, and Doss as well. And, I mean, we saw a couple guys banged up.
Yeah, we got some guys banged up, so this is good to, get out early and get back into recovery mode and get ready for Schneider next week. Extra time helps on the healing process.
Speaking of recovery mode, Spartans need to get up on that recovery for sure.
Yeah.
Fairley rolls out left, looking to throw. It's going to tuck it and run. Finds a good amount of space. Gets another first down as we crest inside 2 minutes. Now my view is obstructed by Bobby Jr. eating Famous Amos in front of me.
That tackle was 33 Frankie Kukuza.
The junior, fullback, linebacker. We got fullback. Oh, I mean, I guess so. It's wing T, right?
Yep.
I don't know who designates running back from fullback in this, but it's nice to see some old school hard-nosed ball being played in Somerset County, Rob. It's Fairley drops back, throws a ball over the right side.
Well, you got Salento too, right?
And Salento.
Doesn't he?
Well, Salento's listed as a running back here.
Okay.
See, we've got 5. Let me see. I think we have 3. Let's see here. We got 4 fullbacks listed on this Max Preps roster. I'm using the right roster for once. I once again went to NJ.com to.
Is it wrong?
Well, no.
It's okay now.
Yeah.
I think Coach went in and fixed it up.
I went to Hudson Catholic's roster for. I went to Hudson Catholic's roster for NJ.com, and it took me about one drive to notice that they had 2 number 10s that were the same quarterback, and I was like, oh, all right.
And, even the data they provided to us was not accurate, and there's a nice catch made. I think that's number 29.
Lamar Smith on the catch, getting up there over 2 Spartan defenders. Gets inside the 5-yard line. Hudson I guess they stopped the clock now. 25 seconds, ticking down. Fairley rolling out left. Got open space. And Hudson Catholic can end their night knowing that they put up some points on the board.
That's good to see, Jacob. You don't want to see it go out 49-0. I know shutout's great, but
yeah, I mean, I think the Spartans can take away the fact that they did that, and Hudson Catholic can take away the fact that they were able to punch one in before the clocks hit 0. Time has expired. I don't even think they're going to kick the extra point as the
looks like
Spartans are coming on the field.
Jacob, thanks again for letting me cut in here on your time. I'm going to let you wrap it up, but thank you again for all you do for UCTV and Immaculata High School. We appreciate it. Thank you, Jacob.
Oh, absolutely, Rob. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to be here. That does it for us here on UCTV. 49-6 final. Immaculata defeats Hudson Catholic. Hudson Catholic falls to 1-5 on the season, and Immaculata gets their get back and improves to 4-2 on the season. Just a good game all around for the Spartans. I mean, like, with all things considered, they pretty much pitched a shutout, so quality defensive play all around. Brian Salento, a couple scores. Quinn Hayden, interception. Pick 6. Just all over the place. A lot of big Spartans making big plays, and that's just what it is. So we give one more shout out to Unitas Caritas Foundation. You know what it is. Head on over to www.unitascaritas.com. Click and select the featured link. Join the club. We appreciate each and every one of you. Get yourself a tumbler while you're at it. Come on. And while you're getting yourself a tumbler, make sure you vote in our Heart of the Giant man, Vito Marcaglise. Scan that QR code or visit usafootball.com/heartofagiant. Thank you for joining us in the booth today here at UCTV, presented by Unitas Caritas. Immaculata wins 49-6 against Hudson Catholic here at Lincoln Park. Just a great day all around. Spartans taking care of business. And we will see you next Friday night at 7 o'clock at Schneider. Immaculata looks to get redemption on the team that soiled their perfect record last year. Schneider beat the Spartans last year by the hands of DJ McClary, the Rutgers commit, and took down their perfect season. So Immaculata looks to get even at Schneider next week, next Friday night, 7 p.m. Make sure to tune in to us there for Spartan football as you take a look at them meeting up on the field. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on UCTV, the home of Immaculata football. Good night, everybody. God bless, and enjoy your weekend.